Alright, 2 down and 2 to go, and I must say I do not recommend this. I seriously don't. I recommend just purchasing some good hole saws. The thing is this length right here to go in through the hole all the way. And as far as hole saws go, here, let me get mine. I really don't know how old this set is. Probably a Craftsman. But anyway, as you can see, I don't have one this small, so I would need one smaller. And I do have one this big. I actually like this one better. I just go in both sides, if that's far enough. Anyway, the newer ones might be a little bit deeper. Anyway, this little jig, it kind of helps. I mean, it's not bad. If you've never ever done anything before, then I would say it's okay, but I really don't recommend it. Anyway, as you can see, you eventually start digging out some pieces, and it just really does not bode well anymore. So it just wears out over time. So you be sure and set it correctly the way you need it. There's only 2 sizes available to center the hole. Also, you may want to put something in here to shim it so it gets true center. That first hole I had really didn't line up too well. Anyway, it's probably my fault. So anyway, I have 2 more to do. And I've done 2, and I'm going to show that video now, and then we'll go from there. Remember, I do not recommend it. I think it's kind of cheap. Just measure correctly with a square or some other device. You don't have to be 5.5 inches up, but that is the recommended height, center to center. So anyway, have fun. In this video, we're going to be looking at the DeWalt door lock installer. So we are going to take a look at this. This is not a professional door lock installer. This is specifically for the homeowner who's going to do, I don't know, 1 to 12 locks. Right now, I'm looking at 4 deadbolts. So I will be doing that, and I will be showing how this works here. So I already have my deadbolts all keyed up and ready to go. That's not important. What is important is the use of this tool right here. So I removed the wrapper, and you can see that it's part D180004. The instructions fold out underneath here like so, and they are okay. They aren't all that great, but they are okay. So the main point of this tool is to drill through the door and prepare the door. It really does not help you at all with any installation into the frame, which the door will lock into. In particular, I'm doing deadbolts. So the instructions really just cover one aspect of the job, which is to drill the main hole and then to drill the through hole for the latching to go through. I'm saying through a lot. Anyway, so we'll inspect that aspect of it and deal with what's missing later. So we have a pilot screw, which I'll show you later, and we're going to have to take all of this apart, remove this stuff because it contains the cutouts, the hole cutouts. So to get this thing apart, we'll take out one of our hole cutouts, and we'll remove the other hole cutout here. And then that should free the holding box here, and that leaves our device. Now what you want to notice is there are different sizes on here, and we're going to have to adjust our device to fit these different sizes. So first thing I want to do is measure the door. Alright, well, we're dealing with a bit of a rainy day here, and what you're looking at is this is the factory cutouts for the door handle. I'm putting a deadbolt in here. Now the deadbolt is 5.5 inches up, center to center. So there are various ways to figure out where the center line of this is. I can take it off and, you know, there'll be a hole. I'll be measuring from space. I can measure from the top of the hole to 5.5. You know, so there's all kinds of ways to figure out where your 5.5 inches is up from the center of the hole here. So we're going to show our setup, which is 1 3/4 here and 2 3/8 here, and we have it all lined up. I just have my center scribe in here, and that's all there is to it. I have the plate snug down. There's really nothing on the other side. We're not even going to drill all the way through according to the instructions. Alright, now we're going to get our main hole set in place. So we're going to install the drill bit and the piece, and you can see it does fit in there, so you don't have to worry about marking it all up and getting it all straightened out before you start. You can bring your center marks over if you want to make sure your measurements are correct, but I didn't even do that. Now the instructions say to drill all the way through, so let's see what happens. Let's see if we're through on the other side. No, nothing yet. Let's keep drilling. So at this point, the tip of the drill bit is coming through on the other side. So I'm going to keep on going. So let me show you what I have. It didn't go all the way through. I would have liked this to completely come out before I take the, so I can drill through here. So let me see if I can get that out. So here you can see the other side, and it's just not going to clear. It's just not enough clearance for the drill to go through, because it just bottoms out down here. I mean, and that's the end of it. And I have this big block of wood here to show for it, so I'm going to finish that other side out. So I have enough out where I can drill the center out. I really didn't want that piece in there. I think for the next one I'll drill the center first and then I'll drill out the main through hole. But anyway, I didn't what the instructions said, so off I go. So we'll just put the new attachment on here. Don't you like learning with me? Alright, so here we go. Alright. Okay, there we go. We're done. Now don't forget, I haven't finished the other side, so I'm just taking this off. And there you can see it's fairly center, not overwhelmingly great. But anyway, it'll work. And then the other side, still have to finish that up. Alright, let's finish this up here. It's just a small piece. There we go. Alright, next is a little bit of cleanup. And there you have it. That's the DeWalt tool, and that is all you're getting. I mean, if you're going to remove the outside so that your lock is flush, this one's not all that flush in its factory, but anyway, if you're going to cut all this out, and then of course there is the other side, and then of course there's all this work that needs to be done in here too. You need to chip all that out and get a hole through there, and prepare your long screws to get into the side there. All that has nothing to do with the tool, although I guess I could use the smaller tool to drill out the tongue a little bit, but making a space for the striker is all, just all chipping away like you normally do. Okay, for your DeWalt tool, this is what you're getting. You're getting 2 holes, and that's pretty much it. Everything else you're going to need to do on your own to finish putting in the door. So there you have it. Alright, so here's my second one, a little bit cleaner, but I really still would like to not recommend this. It's just a couple of hole saws, and you still have to do quite a bit of the work yourself. So I noticed in my hole saws that I didn't have one this small. I did get it a little bit centered just a little bit better, not much, but anyway, so all in all it's decent. I mean, it'll get you where you need to go.